Hujambo, welcome. My name is Abdikarim, and in this lesson, we are talking about verb building blocks, an introduction to the Swahili tense aspect system. An introduction to the Swahili tense aspect system. We'll be learning about the Swahili tenses. This is the first lesson, just the introduction to what is the Swahili tenses, how are the structure of Swahili sentences. Let's see, just want to put here. Yeah, first of all, if you, yes, karibu sana, everyone welcome. Yeah, we're just starting here. Let me see. All right. Hujambo. Hujambo. Asante sana. So you can reply this hujambo, si jambo. And we continue pole pole, slowly, pole pole. Now in Swahili, we have the magic of Swahili. Swahili is an agglutinative language. This means that we glue small pieces together to make a single word that function as an entire sentence. That's so amazing. We glue together different parts into one word to make an entire sentence. So we have here I, for example, I am reading. How many words are these? These are 3 words. I am reading. 3 words. And this simply means Nina Soma in Swahili. 1 word. Ni na soma. As you can see here, Nina Soma. I am reading. Ni na soma. Nina Soma. I am reading. We move on. The basic formula, we have the first one, we have the subject. We add the tense. This is a basic formula. Subject, we add the tense. So every action verb follows this mathematical structure. Subject and the tense, and then we can add the verb. All right? So what are the subjects? They are big. There are 3 big subjects. One is I. I, that is Mimi. Me, as you can see here. Mimi is I. Wewe, you. Yeye, him or her. Sisi, we. Nyinyi, you all. Wao, they. Wao, they. What about these subjects? These subjects, the pronouns, as you can see here, they are represented by different markers in Swahili. For instance, the present tense is represented by ni, not the present tense, but Mimi is represented by ni here, as you can see. Mimi, ni. Wewe is u, you. Wewe is u. Then we have yeye, him or her, so is represented by this R. The prefix is R. Sisi, the prefix is tu. Si, the prefix is tu. Nyinyi, the prefix is m. Wao, the prefix is wa. Yes, just say hi if you're watching together and you're learning something. Write in the comment, hujambo. So to emphasize on this from this list here, down, ni, u, a, tu, m, wa, these are Swahili personal prefix. The prefixes, they represent the pronouns. Therefore, ni itself means I, u means you, a is he or she, tu, we, m, you all, wa means they. Yes. We use these prefixes we add the prefix. As you can see from here, the subject prefix, we add the tense here, then the verb. All right, dada Angelica, hujambo? Si jambo, habari. Si jambo. Now, I want us to focus keenly because we will have a worksheet where we'll work together after this. We continue. Now, we have the infinitive, ku. Yeah, we just talked about the pronouns and their representative prefix. This is the infinitive ku. This is the base form of the Swahili verb. So to use a verb in its general form to do form, we use the prefix ku. Yeah. So most verbs exist with this ku, and you can see here kusoma. Kusoma is to read. Kusoma, to read. Kusoma. Kupika, to cook. Kupika. Kucheza, to play. Kucheza. Kucheza. Kutembea, to walk. Kutembea. Asante. Kutembea, to walk. Kutembea. Now, let's see. Whenever we see these are the verb in the base form, kusoma, kucheza, kupika, kutembea. Now, whenever we are making the first sentence or we are conjugating these verbs, we remove the ku on that verb. This ku is omitted, this one, we remove it. So the verb just remains soma, the verb root, soma, cheza, pika, tembea. Now we take soma and make our first word. The present tense normally is represented by na. This is the na for present tense. Remember what we said? Ni, I. Ni, this is a prefix for I. Na, present tense, already been given here. Then the verb without ku, soma. Nina soma, and you already made your first word. Nina soma, I am reading. Nzuri, sijambo. Sijambo. Ndaya. Karibu sana. So, I am reading. Nina soma is this, an introduction to the Swahili building blocks. Don't forget the verbs in the base form. They have ku, kucheza, kusoma, kupika. And when you're conjugating with any tense, any other tense, we do what? We remove that ku. So what can we do now? Let's practice. I'll share another screen here to practice what we've just learned shortly before we even start talking about the present tense itself. So let's see. Yeah, one moment. Just want you to give me a minute so I can share the screen about the practice. All right, lesson one. All right, so it's here. Okay. All right. So I'll share again another screen here. Sijambo. Let me present another screen. Yeah, I need to present another screen. Stop screen and present. Share the screen. All right, now we continue. We have practicing now. Let's see what we learned. Yes. We have here, I write the Swahili subject prefix for each pronoun. We need to write the Swahili subject prefix for each pronoun. So the screen Is it visible enough? Let's see. So how can we do this? We need to move. Oh, no way. Let me open it. Mm, how can I do this? Let's see. We just need to practice. Now, the first one we have, you can check the first one. Let's see. Okay. So the screen is a little bit not visible clearly because of the size of the screen itself. So what we need to do, the subject prefix for I, Mimi, what is the subject prefix? The first one, just write your answer in the chats. The subject prefix for I, which is I. Put in the chats. Subject prefix for I. All right, let's see. What is the subject prefix for I? Put it in the chat. Let's see. Who is it? Me? I. Okay. Let's see. Okay, the Angelika, Mimi is correct, but what is the subject prefix? You know, the prefix is a little marker. Like, you know, the little marker. What is the prefix for Mimi? What is the prefix for Mimi? Yeah, you put in the chats, Mimi. All right, Mimi. Yeah, we said the pronouns have their own representative prefixes. What is the prefix for Mimi? Now, the first one here is Mimi. What is the prefix for Mimi? All right, ni. That's correct. Mimi, ni. That's very correct. Next is you, wewe. What is the prefix for wewe? Farah, Mimi. All right, ni. Yes. What about wewe? What is the prefix for wewe? Wewe. Wewe. You put in the chats. Wewe. The prefix for wewe. Wewe. Farah. Yes. U. Asante sana. Wewe, all right. Wewe is u. What about yeye? Yeye. He or she. Yeye. What is the subject prefix for yeye? Yeye. He or she. Yeye. Mara says That's correct. Next, what is the subject prefix for? We have wewe. We have sisi. Sisi. I really should know. Yes. Write the correct one. Dear. Sisi. Subject prefix for sisi. Two. All right. Two. Okay. Two. What about the subject prefix for nyinyi? You all. Nyinyi. You all. Nyinyi. Subject prefix for nyinyi. You all. Nyinyi. Vizuri sana Angelka. Finally, you're getting it. All right. Okay. Asante. Now the subject prefix for wow. They. Wow. All right. Wow. What is the subject prefix for wow? They. Wow. That's correct. Wow. Asante sana. We continue. We have here wow. Okay, correct. Number 2, build full verbs using the components listed below. Build full verbs using the components listed below. What are the components that are listed here? What are the components that are listed here? Yes. The component listed here is ni, na, soma. You need to do what? You need to list an entire word. Put them together and make a word. Ni, na, plus na plus soma. Put them together, write your word in the charts. Ni plus na plus soma. Put the entire in the charts. Write the entire word in the chat. Next one, as you wait, two plus na plus pika. 2 plus na plus pika. All right, the first one, Farah, ninasoma. That's correct. Ninasoma. Vizuri sana. Ninasoma. Next, all right. Number 2. 2 plus na plus pika. You need to write the entire word now there. 2 plus na plus pika. Yes. 2 plus na plus pika. What is that? All right. 2 plus na plus pika. Tunapika, dada Angelka, vizuri sana. Tunapika, asante. Next we have wa plus na plus cheza. Wa plus na plus cheza. Wa plus na plus cheza. What would be that in Swahili? Wa na cheza. Aha. Put that in the chat. Write in the chat the entire word. All right. Put down in the chat. Let's see. Wa plus na plus cheza. Yes. What will that be? Yes. Everyone watching? Thank you. 2. The word is wa plus na plus cheza. What will be that? Wa plus na plus cheza. Wanacheza. Asante sana. Wanacheza. Vizuri, dada Angelka. Wanacheza. Madei, asante. Wanacheza. That's correct. Wanacheza. Asante sana. Wanacheza. They are playing. Wanacheza. We move on to this. This is a plus na plus fanya. A plus na plus fanya. We are still in the building blocks of Swahili tense structure. A plus na plus che plus fanya. A, na, fanya. Okay. How do you do this? A, the last one there, a plus na plus fanya. Dada Angelka anasema anafanya. That's correct. Anafanya. Asante sana. Anafanya. He or she is doing. Anafanya. Asante. We move on. To number 3. Break these words into their 3 building blocks. So how do you break these words into their 3 building blocks? So the first one I'll just do for you, then we'll do number 4. Yeah, I'll do the first, number 3, I'll do myself, then we'll do number 4. We say we break this into the 3 building blocks. So mnasoma, I, na, present, soma, verb. Anapika, a, he or she, na, present tense, pika, verb. Anapika, cook. Tunacheza, 2, we, na, the present tense, cheza, play, the verb. Tunacheza. Next, unasoma, u, you, na, the present, soma, read. You are reading. Unasoma. Unasoma. Now, we have your part here. This is the part number 4. What you need to do, you need to translate the following into Swahili using the ku. Yes, The first one is to read. How do you say to read in Swahili? To read. To read in Swahili. To read. Put in the chat. To read. To read. To read. To read in Swahili. Put it in the chat. To read. We have encountered such a verb. To read. All right. Maria sema soma. Remember, we said, remember what you said about this? Translate the following the infinitive ku. You need to follow the infinitive structure. Ku. Yeah. In the beginning, we said it should have ku. Basic form of Swahili verb have ku. Now, to read, ku is like two in Swahili. Two. So to read, let's see. Kusoma, yeah. Kusoma. Kusoma, to read. Asante. Number two, to play. To play, to play, to play. Ninapaswa kujua haya yote. Kweli kabisa. Unapaswa kujua haya yote. To play in Swahili. To play. To play. Andika tafadhali. To play, to play. To play in Swahili. Kucheza, all right? Madei amesema, Madehai amesema kucheza. 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 Asante. But this name to pronounce is a little bit difficult. I know the X in Somali, I think is pronounced like the ha. So should I read this name as Madahai? Madahai. Madahai. Oh, how? Okay, asante. Sawa. Kucheza, that is to play. What about to cook in Swahili? To cook. To cook in Swahili. To cook. To cook. In Swahili, to cook. How do you say to cook in Swahili? To cook. Let's put in the charts. To cook. Kupika. Asante dada Angelka. Kupika. Vizuri sana. Last one is to walk. To walk. To walk. To walk is to walk. To walk in Swahili. Let's see. Sawa, karibu mwalimu. Pronounce kama anataka mwalimu. Okay. Madahai. Sawa. Asante sana. To walk in Swahili. To walk in Swahili. Kutembea. All right. Kutembea. Asante dada Angelka. Madahai anasema kutembea. Vizuri. Thank you so much. Kutembea. So let's see. We need to see. All right. So we are very correct for the verbs. Let's see the verbs. Kusoma, kutembea. Yeah, every sentence is very correct. Yeah. So we can see here. It's very correct. Kusoma. Sawa, asante. All right, thank you so much. This was a short live. We continue. Next time, we will be talking about now the present tense itself. Remember, today was just introduction to the building blocks. So in the next lesson, we'll talk about, inshallah, the present tense, its negation, and also we have some other verbs that are called monosyllabic verbs. We'll see their behavior in the next lesson. Asante sana. Kwaheri, tutaonana baadaye. Remember, today we also have another live at 6 p.m. It's about the NN noun class. We're talking about the noun classes. So stay tuned today at 6 in few hour time, maybe 3 hours or 2 hours. Yeah. Then that we will have the live here. So stay tuned and learn about the Swahili noun classes, which is very crucial to understand Swahili. Asante, kwaheri, kwaheri. Mimi nimefaulu mtihani, hongera sana, hongera sana. Kila mtu amepata hongera sana. Kwaheri, tutaonana baadaye. Hongera sana. Vizuri sana da Angelica, wewe umefaulu mtihani. Alright, kwaheri.